Welcome to Engage OSEP. This user guide will walk you through the steps for posting events to your group page. It will also walk you through the steps for viewing events that you have access to or that are shared with you. So we're actually going to start with how to view events on the calendar. So in this top toolbar up here, we're going to click on events. It's right next to the FAQs button. And as you can see, the calendar takes me to May. If I wanted to click forward and backwards, I could. I'm only a member of 2 groups, so there aren't a lot of groups that are showing up here, events that are showing up here right now. That being said, what's really great about this feature is I can see all the events that are shared with me in one place. For those who are more visual, this feature is really useful because it populates the events in a calendar format rather than a list, which sometimes can be nice if you're scheduling. Okay, so let's say you have an event that you want to share with your group. Let's go to our desired group. So once you enter your group, on the left, you'll see the description of the group, and on the right, you'll see this member tools box. Underneath your profile image, you'll see add content, and underneath that, you'll see the various types of content that you're able to share with your group. So we're going to share an event today. So I'm titling this event example event. You would put whatever your title is here. I have the ability to post to an additional group. So if this is an event that I also want the OSEP Conference Planning Committee to see, which is the other group that I'm a part of, I would click on this and they would see it too. However, today, I just want MSIP to see this event, so I don't actually have to do anything. That's just an optional field. If this were a webinar, I could click this checkbox, and that's just going to change the presentation and icon a little bit, so it's more obvious for your viewers or for your group members that this event is a webinar. And if you don't check it, it's just going to populate as a regular event. This shared with privacy setting, I usually like to share with just myself. So I select just me. This is a draft. But some people find it easier to start off with sharing with the group they plan to share with. So either all members in the selected group or all members on the site. If you do start with sharing as just a draft, just remember to go back and change that when you've reviewed your post and you are ready to publish it. In the related content section, this is where you can share any content that you think your group members should be able to access easily and that you recommend they see after viewing your post. So for this event content type, that's especially useful if you have an event series and you want them to see the other events associated with that series, or if you have a webinar that's, a part 1, part 2 webinar series as well. In event details, make sure to add the start date and end date, as well as the start and end time. This may automatically check the time zones because, as you can see, I'm in Pacific time right now, and this is populating as Eastern time. So just pay attention to that when you're posting as well. If your event is just on one day, the start and end date can be the same day. Just make sure the times are adjusted if that's the case. So you can post the event description here. You have a few options for formatting. Interested in learning more about how to format? There will be other more detailed user guides that will give you more information about the other icons here. With formatting, you have the ability to post a picture, embed a YouTube video, share a table, and there's also some key icons that will help you troubleshoot if the formatting is becoming difficult. So please do check out that user guide in our FAQs. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can also check it in the playlist. For now, we're going to stick with the basic formatting of bolding and italicizing. So here you can add new files. So any files that are associated with your event, a PowerPoint slide, an agenda, these can go here. You can add some related links, which is a little bit different from related content. And those are URLs that can go to anywhere else. And then you can click Save. So if you notice, the link to map showed up. So if you don't want that to happen, which often these days events are online, you should be able to erase that section. And as you can see, that did not show up anymore. So there's one more thing I have to do. This event was just shared with me. So I actually need to go in and make sure my group can see the event by selecting all members in the selected group. And now my event is ready.